Hey everybody, Brad with offgridwithbradandkelley. I got asked a question the other day, a really great question. Do lockpicks have a place on the homestead? Without a doubt, 100% in my mind, both speaking from a survivalist side and from an off-gridder, lockpicks have a permanent place on your homestead. We could go into literally hundreds of different scenarios that discuss multiple reasons of why you could use a lockpick for legitimate reasons. I've had a set that I learned with probably about 8 or 10 years ago, and it's the same set that I carry today. I think I had to replace it one time. Lockpicks can be used from everything from locking yourself out of your office, the RV that you just purchased, getting into a vehicle. There are so many different reasons why you would use it. I've used it to pry little things that I wouldn't have had another tool to use. Really, it's a skill set that everyone should learn. Now, there's a lot of great outlets out there. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description box of this video below, but I want you to just know the two tools that I use almost 100% of the time. The first one is my leverage tool. Now this leverage tool is what's going to engage a locked mechanism and give it pressure so that you can use the pins. You can manipulate the pins. And the second one is a single hooked pick. One hook right there. I use these tools almost 100% of the time. Now there's other tools out there. There's a ball pick. There's one that has a little squiggly line. You know, I'm not trying to give you a course on picking locks. What I'm trying to do is tell you that they have a place on the homestead. They have a place in a survivalist backpack. Now, one word of caution. A police officer in the current rule of law pulls you over. And let's just take this for an example. A police officer, a police department gets a call that there's someone breaking into houses nearby. They're driving the same color car you are. They pull you over. They ask to go through your backpack. Of course, you have the right to say no, not without an attorney present, and just take things from there. But let's say you do let them go through your backpack, and they find a lockpick set in your backpack. Now they have probable cause to arrest you. And now you have to fight that it wasn't you at a scene, or it wasn't you trying to break into somewhere. So there is a certain amount of unmistakable danger with carrying a lockpick set. But I have always not been in places that I shouldn't be when I'm carrying a set like this. It's just like a firearm. If you're carrying a firearm, you're not going to go trespassing anywhere, because trespassing with a firearm is now a felony. You're going to have your CWP removed from you. You're going to be labeled a felon. It's just not worth it. So be cognitive, be understanding of what you have on you at the time that you're doing things. Now, my lockpick set has a permanent place where everyone in my family knows where it is. I've used it, like I said, hundreds of times. I used it just the other day, which I'm going to reenact and show you again, to get into the trailer that Kelly and I just purchased. It's an older trailer. We had to change the locks on it. Misplaced the keys. Can happen to anyone. Happens all the time. I didn't have to worry about it because I went out there and within just a couple of seconds was able to re-engage the locking mechanism and get into the trailer, which thankfully that's where I had put the keys. So I didn't have to replace the entire lock. But they do have a place in your homestead. They do have a place in your survival backpack. Imagine if you were in an evacuation scenario and you had to drive to your RV, which is stationed at your property or at a friend's property, a retreat group's property. You get there without your lock, without your key. Your RV is locked, your small shed is locked. Now what do? You have to break a window. Someone else rolls up behind you, they see a broken window, they immediately think that someone has gotten into there, ransacked the place, or is there for other nefarious reasons. They might come in there with guns drawn, given the condition of the scenario, of what's happening in the world around them. It's much better just to have your lockpick set. Get into your lock. Get into your establishment, of course, that you own, and everything will be okay. You can relock it from the inside. There is a skill set to it. Lots of great books, lots of great PDFs, lots of great YouTube videos that show you clear plexiglass locking mechanisms, show you alternative methods if you don't have a lockpick set. I recommend one, hands down, without a doubt. There's very few ways to mimic what is made just for lockpicking, what is carried by professionals who do this for a living. AAA, any towing service, they all carry this and pick locks for a living. You have the right to get into your establishment, get into your locked premises, no matter what, it's yours. have a way to get in without having to call for someone for help. So I'm gonna take you down to the trailer. I'm gonna lock it, show you that it's locked. We're gonna get into it to show you just how easy it is to open one of your locked doors with a lockpick set. Okay guys, as you can see, door is locked. Can't move anything. We've got our pressure tool in there. And there we go. Okay guys, well I hope that you can see just how easy it is to pick your own locks and to make a lockpick set part of your homestead, part of your off-grid, or your survival packs. Maybe part of all three. You want this tool to be able to get into places that you otherwise can't without the proper key. So thank you guys for being here with us. I'm going to put a couple of links in the description box below. Some tools that I believe in that I think will work for you. Please get out there and try this skill. Try to learn it now before you need it, because when you have supplies or you have something behind a locked door that you can get to if you have a lockpick set, you won't want to be there without it. So from Kelly and I to you and yours, we hope you're having a great weekend. Stay safe and keep watch.